Welcome back to a Fifth of Jack Gaming, where today we're going to open up a couple packs here. We got, from our winnings, we got a Dungeons & Dragons Adventuring in the Forgotten Realms set booster, and then we also ended up getting a Core 21 promo pack. We'll save that one last for whatever kind of treats we have. So Forgotten Realms is kind of an interesting thing because it ended up having its own D&D-esque into it. It's got characters that you would normally see from D&D and everything over. We'll see some of the changes as we go along. So here's the art card that came out of it. That is A Forest by Titus Lunner. It's 55 off 81 full collection. Something that's cool is that the mountain has flavor text. We've got a fancy art with Ruin Shield Frost Giant. Costs 3 and 2 blue for a giant warrior. Has ward 3. Has a 4/5 body. Celestial Unicorn costs 2 and a white for a unicorn. Whenever you gain life, put a +1/+1 counter on Celestial Unicorn. Priest of the Ancient Lore costs 2 and a white for Dwarf Cleric. When Priest of the Ancient Lore enters the battlefield, you gain 1 life and you draw a card. Has a 2/1 body. Dawnbringer Cleric costs 1 and a white for a human cleric. When it enters the battlefield, we get to choose 1. Cure Wounds, which then we gain 2 life. Dispel Magic, destroy a target enchantment, or the General Repose. Exile a target card from a graveyard. Demon Goad's Clutches costs 2 and a black for a sorcery. Target opponent discards 2 cards, mills 2 cards, and you lose 2 life. Holy smokes. Moonblessed Cleric costs 2 and a white for a human elf cleric. It has Divine Intervention. When it enters the battlefield, you may search your library for an enchantment card, reveal it, and then shuffle your deck and put that on top. Cleric class costs 1 white. So we end up having to be able to pay for these little level ups that come up with it, and that will get that ability. When it comes into play, if you would gain life, you will gain that life +1 instead. Or you could pay 3 and a white to get it to the level 2. Then whenever we gain life, we get to put a +1/+1 counter on a target creature we control. Or, after we get done with the level 2, we can pay 4 and 1 white to make it up to level 3. When this class becomes level 3, return a target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. You gain life equal to its toughness. You got Tagnar Demon Fang Gnoll. Costs a red and a green. It's a legendary creature, which is a Gnoll, has pack tactics. Whenever this guy attacks, if it attacks with creatures with power of 6 or greater, in this combat, attacking creatures get +1/+1 until end of turn. We can pay a 2, a green, and a red, and we'll double the power. We can pay 2, a red, and a green, and then that would also double the power and toughness until end of turn. He has a 2/2 body. Meteor Swarm costs a red, a red, a red, and X. It's a sorcery. Meteor Swarm deals 8 damage divided as you control among X amount of targets or planeswalkers. And then we have an Inferno of the Star Mounts. Costs 4, a red, and a red for a legendary dragon. This spell can't be countered. Flying, haste, and we can pay 1, and then the mount gets +1/+1 until end of turn. When its power becomes 20 this way, it deals 20 damage to any target, and it's a 6/6 body. Not too shabby. And then we have Wish. Costs us 2 and a red. It's a sorcery. You may play a card that you own from outside the game this turn. And then we have Guinevere. Is the token for it. It's a legendary cat creature. It has trample. It's a 4/1 body. It's also the counterpart to Drizzt, which is also in this set. I have to say, so far, the dragon has it. This is the card, if I was opening the pack, I would have ended up picking it up. A, because I love dragons, and then I love the flavor that it can end up going with. It's going to be a nice upgrade to our dragon deck that we have. Alright, so that was the pack of Forgotten Realms. Let's see what we get out of our Core 21 promo pack. Start off with the arena code. Maybe someone will be lucky enough to be able to get that guy. Stormwing Intensity costs us 3 and 2 blue for an elemental. This costs us 2 and a blue less if you cast an instant or sorcery spell this turn. That's Flying Prowess. When it enters the battlefield, you get to scry 2. It's a 2/2 body. Fanatic's Inventory costs us 1 and a blue for an instant. Draw a card equal to the number of cards named Frantic Inventory in your graveyard. And then Boros Citadel costs us 3 and 3 black. For a legendary artifact, you may play the top card of your library. If you cast the spell this way, pay life equal to its converted mana cost rather than paying its mana cost. Tap it, sacrifice 10 non-land permanents. Each opponent loses 10 life. What did you think of it? Let us know down in the comments below. If you're liking the content that we're putting out, like, subscribe, and hit that little bell icon to be notified about any of our future content. Till next time, we'll see you later.